So I
My
have
man
a
is
question. When your daughter starts dating, right?
She's not gonna date.
What?
When your daughter starts getting to know a man,
Hello, because she gonna talk to somebody.
it's okay for that man to get to know other women at the same time.
What are you talking about?
What the fuck?
When your daughter
Not being
gets of
honest.
age where
No,
she's
what do you mean? I'm not being honest. I'm asking for clarification so I can answer the question.
when Leslie gets old
Mhm.
enough to where she's getting to know a man because to seek to marry, it's okay for that
What does
man.
that mean by getting to know a man? You know what my standard is. I don't believe in dating.
Okay, so
So what
are you
is
doing
it?
arranged marriage with
So
Leslie?
how do you get to marriage if you don't date?
Yeah.
So my philosophy is you need to just organically network with people and be around the people that's best for you. You should not
Okay.
spend time around getting to know and hanging out around people in a general sense that is not going in the direction that you're going in. That
Okay.
allows you to better vet for people because then you're around people without any preconceived notions. Ain't nobody looking to get no pussy. Ain't nobody impressing nobody. You get to see how they operate around their parents, what they do for a living. You get to authentically see who people really are just by being in an environment and around people that ultimately is going to become your best friends. Women should be marrying their best friends,
That's true.
right? So there's already a network of people that we raise our children around. We can probably already pinpoint who is going to be with who prior to them even growing up. We can pretty much pinpoint who is going to be with who prior to them growing up. They grow up together, they learn together, they be liking each other and all of this stuff. Like we're teaching them, we're showing them.
What's going on, y'all? So this video, I had to respond to it. Anton is 100% correct. In the black community, we need to bring back arranged marriages, something similar to it, because we've done had about 30 years of, it's obvious. In the black community, all women are trash when it comes to dating. It is what it is. It's no reason to sit up there and be in your feelings. It's just about being honest, looking at the facts, looking at the data, looking at the statistics. When you go to your next family reunion, do you see more women there and kids running around? Y'all gotta excuse me, my dog. He want me to throw the ball. You see a lot more single moms than anything. Hey, buddy, here you go. You see a lot more single, buddy, look, we're not gonna play this game. I'm not, guys, I gotta do the video, buddy. Here. Okay, that's enough, because I gotta do this. Let me do this video. In the black community, here you go. In the black community, all women are the least married. They lead in single motherhood. Little black girls are almost 3 times likely to get chlamydia. Think about that. Little girls, 14, I think it said 14 to 16 years old. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? That tells you that we're lazy when it comes to parenting. When it comes to making sure our little girls are taken care of, we have to treat them like they're valuable. Okay? If a 14 to 17-year-old boy comes to your house, right? And he says, hey, Mr. Whoever you are, can I drive that car you got in the garage? You gonna look at that little boy like, man, what is wrong with little buddy? He crazy, right? But if that same boy wants to take your daughter out, what you gonna do as a man? What you expecting? You just want to talk to him and had a shotgun on the table or whatever, try to scare the boy. And that's not about to do nothing. That's not about to do nothing. You ain't asked who this man's family is. You don't know who his daddy is. You don't know who his brothers are. You don't know nothing about this little boy, about to meet your daughter at the movies, about to meet your daughter at a party, about to pick up your daughter and take her to work. Come on, y'all. And that's why we gotta get back to treating our young girls like they're valuable and not just, oh yeah, go on do your thing. Y'all have fun. You know how many times I've dated girls when I was 18, 19, 20 that grew up in like 3,500 square foot homes. But you hanging out in the projects. For what? Why are you out in the 30? This is back when I was 18, 19, 20 years old. That's almost 20 years ago. That's like 16 years ago. 17 years ago. So just imagine the wealth that her family has now. And I know a lot of these girls who end up getting pregnant by these type of dudes and are single mothers. Your parents gave you the platform financially. And she jacked it. She fumbled the ball. We are the only race where I got something for you guys. Okay, buddy, hold on. I'm almost done. 1 minute. 1 minute. How many times, and I never wanted to do a video like this, but I'm not going to go into depth. I'm just going to touch on it. In the black community, how many fathers, mothers, aunties in their 50s and 60s, y'all know are doing well, make good money. They're at the back end of their career making the most money they ever have. But they can't live the life that they want because they helping out their son, their daughter, their niece, the grandkids get older. And the parents ain't doing what they supposed to because she's a single mom and the dude ain't never helping her out with child support. How many times? But see, if she would have got married and created a 2-parent house, y'all don't even gotta, listen. The marriage don't even gotta last. But at least, you know, if you get married, you're gonna deal with a dude. You have the higher chance of dealing with a man who's gonna take care of his responsibility even when he leaves you or even when y'all separate. Okay? This is what this is about. This isn't about your feelings. We've already seen that over the last 30 years, the black community is trash when it comes to building families. And we've seen video after video of black women making themselves look stupid on these videos, making themselves look stupid on these podcasts. And we don't even gotta say, black men don't even gotta say nothing no more. Because we just gotta show y'all videos of y'all acting crazy, and that's it. That's all I'm saying. Like when it comes to the black community, like, because this was something that I bring up when I'm on date number 3, 4, and 5, when I'm dealing with a female. Like he said, when I meet a woman and I marry her, I want us to build some type of community, somewhat of a clique of other married couples, so that way when our kids, I want my kids to be around married families so they can see the different types of dynamics. Because some women, some girls, they might say, oh, I love my daddy, he's the best daddy in the world. Well, why ain't you married to him? You know why? Because she don't want a man to look like her daddy. She don't want her daddy. He wear the same sweat shorts and sweatpants every day. He's had the same clothes for 10, 12 years. She don't want that man. So that's why it's important to make sure your daughter sees a different dynamic, there's different kinds of marriages, but you need to be married. You need to be married. And that's the thing. You need to create a dynamic, because I grew up, and when I was in the 5th, 6th grade, my parents had me around other married couples, right? They had me around other married couples, and they had around their daughters. And I'm not going to go into this, but those girls, well off, parents were there, dating dudes in the projects. Dating dudes that didn't want to, played around with them. Now, I'm not going to talk about where they are, because I don't want people looking at this and being like, oh, I know who he's talking about. So that's not what this video is about. I'm just strictly talking about how the men, it's time for the black men, the black fathers to step up, and because you're going to have women talk about, oh, well, what about the boys? This isn't about the boys. This isn't about the boys. This is about making sure your daughter picks the right boy. Because a lot of you women complaining that's in your 30s and late 20s, 30s, 40s, y'all know who y'all passed up on. You know what dudes you passed up on. I'm sorry.